The thing is, right, with a lot of the, again, I have to talk about Saul again, because he was, God bless and everything, but he was worried all the time, an anxious kind of fella, but he was worried about us, you know, dipping into sort of harmoniums and stuff like that, and forgetting to be the rock and roll band that was going to go and sell 6 trillion albums in America, and with pop songs, essentially, you know, and Animal Nitrate was just the greatest thing, you know, we could do for a record company in that way. But you know, the way I looked at it personally was, once we'd done that, it was a box ticked and it was on to the next box. It was never a case of doing that again. And We Are the Pigs, I think, I felt a little bit like, well, we're kind of doing that again, but it's not quite the same. I didn't feel I had it in me to do something else. I just my mind is wandering. You know, everything when you make music or anything, you're just you know, absorbing absolutely everything around you, and that, whether you like it or not, that affects the next thing you do. And so when I was listening to, you know, when we were doing the first record, you know, I listened to Rod Stewart, and by the second record I had my head in Joy Division and Scott Walker and Neil Young and all sorts of, and lots of the Righteous Brothers, things like that, lots of Dusty Springfield, and things that actually, when I mention all those things in my head, I see a real connection, a real sort of things that are quite stark. And you know, listening to Rod Stewart's greatest hits is something you curl up to. You know, it's cozy, it's comfortable. You know, and I think in my head, when I think of that, you know, writing some of those songs, I feel cozy. You know, feel quite warm. And when I think of the second record, what I was listening to, what was happening in my life at the time, where I was living, where I was writing the songs as well, all those things, you know, paint pictures in my head of things that are quite. It's like being, you know, in the corner of a room on your own, really sort of scared, you know, and fighting out with, you know, like screaming, you know, and I think that because of that, I didn't want to write another Animal Nitrate. It was almost like willful that wasn't what this was going to be about, and because we'd done it, you know, and I was quite happy to just think, well, we won't have a top 10 single. I'll take the gamble, you know.